Hello, guys. Welcome to my podcast, my first ever podcast. I'm honored to have you here. Thank you for joining me. And today I want to start with the importance of communication in a romantic relationship or marriage. Communication is everything. A romantic relationship is born through a conversation and it can fall apart the same way. Mastering how to talk to your partner isn't optional. No, it's not optional. It's essential for the health and longevity of your relationship. Just because you are close doesn't mean you can speak carelessly to your partner. No, familiarity is not a license for disrespect. Before you speak, ask yourself, why am I saying this? What do I want to achieve? Every conversation in a relationship serves a purpose. It might be to express emotion, to strengthen your connection, or to think through and evaluate something together. Knowing the purpose ahead of time help you to steer the conversation in the right direction. You can even be upfront with your partner. Hey, sweetheart, I need to vent. And you go ahead and you tell him something. This way, you are on the same page from the start. Because most of the time, through the conversation, we find ourselves repeating, "You are not listening to me. This is not what I meant." To avoid that, you need to be on the same page from the start. Clear, intentional communication isn't just helpful, it's the foundation for a strong, lasting relationship. The types of conversation, we have three types of conversation, and I will take you through it. The first is the emotional conversation. These are the heart to heart talk where you express and acknowledge emotion, yours and your partners. They create emotional safety and deepen intimacy. Why they matter, why emotional conversations matter? Because they help you to process your own emotion, show empathy and support for your partner, build trust and emotional closeness. I will give you some example to make it very practical. Example, you have been feeling overwhelmed, there is something going on lately in your life. You can go ahead and tell your partner. I mean, it requires a little bit of vulnerability. I have been feeling overwhelmed lately and I needed to share it with you. And you go ahead and you share it with him. You realize that during dinner time, your partner was quite silent, he was on himself. You can ask him, "You seem upset after dinner. Want to talk about it?" Up to him to decide if he wants to open up and talk about it. And maybe another example, something happened earlier. Maybe you went through some argument, words were exchanged, and you realize that you hurt your partner. You can go ahead and maybe ask him, "I know I hurt you earlier. I'm sorry. Can we talk through it?" This allow you to know how your partner felt emotionally through what you said to him. And the second one is social conversation. These are your everyday chat. I think they are the easiest conversation to have because they are light, they are casual, but they are very important because they build connection through shared experience and perspectives. Why they matter? They matter because they keep the relationship fun and alive, because it's during social conversations that we crack a lot of joke, we laugh a lot. It allows us as couple to build friendship and familiarity. And also, it allows us to create a shared meaning and memories. I will give you some example of social conversation. You maybe after work, you come home and you can tell your partner, "You won't believe what happened at work today. Let me tell you." And you just go ahead and you start telling him. And maybe you are chilling in front of the TV, watching Netflix, and you are scrolling, and you can ask him, "What's your take? on this new movie trailer? Is it fun? And listen to him, be curious, and listen to him. That's all. One example, for those of us living in Mongolia, it can be quite cool. You can ask your partner, do you ever dream of living in a warmer country? And be curious and listen to him. Or you can ask him, um, um, do you ever think about living like on the mountains? Something like that. Very simple. And be curious and listen to him. And the third type of conversation is the critical conversation. I think the critical conversation are the hardest because if it's not handled well, it can end up even in arguments. Critical conversation, what are they? These are the deep dive problem-solving discussion where you analyze situation, make decision, and challenge each other intellectually. Why they matter? Because they help us as couples to solve problem. They help us to promote intellectual respect and growth. Critical conversations matters because they help us to have an informed decision making, to support a clear, informed decision making. I will give you some example again to make it practical. Okay, example of critical conversation. Let's figure out how to budget that trip. Summer is around the corner. Many people are planning to travel, so this is the right time. You can ask your partner, let's figure out how to budget that trip. That's a good question. You can ask your partner, we have been stressed. Maybe right now you can feel some tension in the marriage or in the relationship and you want to talk about it. You can ask your partner, what is really going on? And one example is, I disagree, but I want to understand your viewpoint. Yes, in marriage or in a love relationship, sometimes we disagree. We just need to handle it well by asking the right question. I want to understand your view better. Be curious and ask your partner. To conclude the whole thing, I want to tell you, a good conversation is the backbone of a healthy relationship. It is where understanding is built and conflict is diffused and intimacy is deepened. Through strong, intentional communication, we can strengthen our bond by sharing our dreams, our thoughts, our hopes. And through good conversation, we can navigate disagreement in a healthy and respectful way. Through good conversation, we find common ground and keep growing together. Whether emotional, social, or critical conversation, a conversation done well keep love alive. Speak with purpose, especially with the ladies. Listen with care. That